he said it the last couple weeks, starting behind the chains early in drives, need to pick up yardage first down early in drives. I guess what's going to be the biggest key in doing that for you guys moving forward, do you think?
I think a lot goes into it. You got to call the right play. We got to be in the right, we got to give us a chance, and then execution. A couple times we run a couple read plays where the quarterback's got to read a certain guy, and we read the wrong. We did the wrong thing, and so we gotta get that stuff right when we do those things. But if we can't execute it, we got to make sure we can do things. We are doing things that we can execute.
You mentioned reading some of those things. I guess, Piggy, 2 weeks now, 2 games in, and a chance to evaluate the film on both games. I guess, how do you feel about where he's at right now?
Well, we haven't struggled on offense because of the quarterback, in my opinion. I think he's done some good things. Obviously in the Louisville game, we got to complete some more passes, but 3 touchdown passes, 72% completion percentage. So, I thought this game he gave us a chance to win the football game, and he hasn't turned the ball over, which is, that's kind of been our formula of winning games, is playing clean football, not turning the ball over, not having penalties on offense. And we got to find a way to just score more points. It's not, we don't need to make it harder than it is. And when we have success early in drives, when we move the ball on first and second down, we've gone down and scored, and we've looked like a good offense. And then you got 4 or 5 drives in a game that just, for whatever reason haven't gone our way. So that's on me to get it fixed. And that's the frustrating part of it, is you look so good at times. You look like you're starting to find your rhythm, and then you come out the first 2 drives of the second half and do what we did. So I think it's frustrating for everybody right now. So but the great thing about these kids that we have, they're a tough group. We got a great coaching staff. So we'll stick in there together and find a way to make it go our way.
Coach, this is Nick. Go ahead and go, Jeff.
Okay. Hey, Coach, this is Jeff Lights from WBKO. Just how, if at all, does the offense change without having JP, and who do you expect from the receiving corps to step up and to fill his spot?
Well, we'll certainly miss JP. JP made a lot of plays around here the last 2 years, so we'll miss him. We wish him nothing but the best. But I think we got capable bodies. I think you saw Dalvin on Saturday. Dalvin Smith go out and make some plays, and we've seen that all fall camp. There were some extenuating circumstances for him not being able to play in the Louisville game, but it wasn't shocking to see him go out there and play well. We got to get him more involved, so he'll take some of that load along with Dayton Wade, which I've been preaching to Dayton for the last 2 years that he was going to get his chance. And here it is. So I think those 2 kids will carry the main load of it, and I got full confidence in them.
Coach, this is Nick from College High Field. My question for you is, MTSU gets a game between now when you guys get to play them, and that came up rather quickly for them, and we have a bye week. So what, on y'all's side of things, what can you do to best be prepared for them who gets to have a game and we don't have a game? Like, what needs to be worked on specifically for you guys to be ready for them?
Well, there's some positives and negatives, obviously, to not playing, to be having a bye week. The positives are, with some things that's happened with our team this week, getting some guys some more practice, getting guys that haven't played as much ready to go for that game. The negatives are, you'd like to be able to go out and play this weekend and find a way to win and get some momentum going. So now you got to wait 2 weeks with a bad taste in your mouth, and, a taste that obviously we don't want to have right now. So you got those 2 weeks to fix it. So, there's some pluses and minuses to it. The pluses for the coaches are we get another week of film on those guys. They played Army week 1, which really doesn't help us as a staff, because they're so different than everybody else in the country is, on offense. So, that game really doesn't do a lot for us. So, really we got 1 game of the Troy game to kind of see what they want to be this year. So, getting that other game with UTSA, I think will, as far as game planning wise, will only help.
Coach Jared with the Daily News here again. Throughout camp, you guys talked about the improvements in the running back room. and the added depth. You haven't had much production out of those guys yet this year. How much of a concern is that, and what's it going to take to get more production out of that group?
Yeah, it's concerning. But when you're, thing about playing running back is so much goes into it. So you get down in the Louisville game, we got to throw the ball a little more. So that kind of goes into it, and then we played a good team this week, and we gotta block better, we gotta call better plays, and those guys got to go make some plays sometimes too. So there's a lot that goes into it. I don't put it all on that room. I don't put it all on those kids. We got a long way to go as a team, and we got to find some momentum and find some. We got to build on a bunch of small wins to get some momentum going and getting our guys confident.
Coach, it's Jeff Lights from WBKO. With this bye week, is there anything in particular on offense that you all are focusing on during this week before prepping for MTSU next week?
Well, the little things as far as the execution stuff goes, it's 13 games last year. We're 15 games into this thing, and it's each week you just see such some positive things that you try to build on that just for whatever reason it's not carrying over week to week. So getting those young guys that have to go play for us against Middle ready to go is obviously a big thing. But schematically, I think we do good stuff on offense. I think we just got to, when we have our chance to make big plays and we have our chance to move the ball and move the chains, we got to do it. And it's like we started at the beginning. We got 25 first downs in the game, and on 12 of those, we got 2 yards or less, and 7 or 8 of them we went backwards. So, which puts we're 3 of 10 on third down, and 6 of those 10 were in 3rd and 8 or longer. So we're not giving ourselves much of a chance to go be successful at times. So we got to fix the and it starts with me. We got to put them in better opportunity, put them in better chances early on those early downs to give ourselves a chance.
Coach, this is Nick again. My question for you is, with the backs that you have in the backfield, how do you feel about them so far through 2 games? I'm just curious about Gage Walker and just who you've had so far in their performances.
Well, I've thought all 3 of the main ones we've used so far have played hard, have done some good things. It doesn't always show up in the rushing stats, and that's okay. I thought they've done a nice job in pass protection. I've been really, really pleased with Malik. Obviously on the 3rd and long, I wish we'd have caught that ball, but, would we have got the first down? I doubt it. So, I think Malik has really come on and done some good things and been tough out there. I've been really pleased with Noah. Noah had the one negative 8-yard rush, but that's not his fault. We put him in a bad scenario. The quarterback's on that one, he's got to pull that ball, and we didn't get that done. So I think the running backs are doing their part, and as long as they keep working hard and keep doing what they're doing, I think it'll start to show up.
Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, Coach, this is Jared with the Daily News again. I know we talked a little bit about the receivers and some of those younger guys getting their chance now. But 2 of the guys that you had been talking about throughout camp and last week too with Mitchell and Craig, both came out, had touchdown receptions. It seems like they've got to be the guys now with JP gone. I guess how much more are you putting on their shoulders now moving forward, where they are kind of going to have to be the guys?
Yeah, they're the 2 starting outside receivers. So they'll get more opportunities, more touches. We want to throw the ball. We try to be balanced on offense. So if you run 65, 70 plays in a game, we're going to throw it 30, 35 times. So we got to get that play count up. We got to get, which is more success on those early downs. And then we got to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers and let them go make plays. And I think, especially in the second half when we did that with both Craig and Mitch, they proved that they can go do it. So we'll continue to feed them and continue to ride their shoulders.